everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's Carr's Raiders going up against Smith's Redskins.
All right, Larry, we are due east from our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Just as we were getting ready for air, both teams coming out of their locker rooms, out of the tunnel, and this crowd is pumped up as their Redskins get set to match up with the Oakland Raiders. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Carr now on first down. And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Second down, just 1 yard to go. On the give, this is their fullback. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it third down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Carr going to try and throw on third down. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Smith on first down. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Josh Doxson, and that'll bring up second down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Now Smith. This one caught by Crowder. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He lost 6 there on the first down play. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. A good pickup there of 20 yards. They run it here with Thompson. And some room to work. 20. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. Big yardage that time for the Redskins. 47 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Redskins have taken a first-quarter lead. And he's got it up and through. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So out come the Raiders. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Carr. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
3rd down now following the completed pass. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Hard throw, incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Here's the Raiders punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. They'll need to get the play off quickly. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Now it's Crowder. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return, and it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you run into big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
And this defense not giving them anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Now Thompson. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Again, a run with Thompson. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Justin Ellis coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Now the 4th-year man from Oklahoma, Tress Way, on to punt, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field.
This is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down. He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And he'll find some space up to about the 25. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
No surprise watching Marshawn Lynch scatter bodies as he runs, but I remember doing games of his at Cal. And I remember the moves, the jump cuts, the elusiveness, as well as the strength.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. And this one is incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And look out, a big hit to the shoulder pads took him right off his feet. So out now come the Redskins. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. They'll run with Thompson. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 3rd down, it's Thompson. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They'll try the air now with Smith. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it there to Vernon Davis, the tight end, and it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Now Smith on 3rd down. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They snap it to Smith. Jordan Reed has it. They got 29 yards there. And that leads to a Washington first down.
I don't think there's any question that Jordan Reed is as athletic as any tight end in the league. All right, I don't think there's any debate about that. The hard part is just him being able to be healthy.
And when he's on the field, though, boy, does he take them to another level, doesn't he?
He certainly does. Changes the game for them because they can use him in so many different spots and create mismatches against the defense.
On the ground, it's Thompson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now it's Smith, and that is caught by the tight end Reed. Touchdown, Washington. Jordan Reed, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. Gets past one man. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On 2nd down, Lynch. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. How will Marshawn Lynch fare? That's the question in the Bay Area. Been out of the game for a year. What do you think?
I think he'll fare just fine. I don't think that they'll use him as often as he was used in Seattle. But when they turn him loose, I think it'll be to great advantage for Oakland.
An incomplete, crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Carl try it again on 2nd down. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football. We just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
To throw on 3rd down. Carr. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. From midfield, here's Carr. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And it's 3rd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. On third down, Carr. And Cook has it, left side. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Carr going to go on 4th down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And that play was vintage Derek Johnson. Made a play in the backfield. In college, he did as an outside linebacker. Used speed to get to the backfield. Now, a bulked-up inside linebacker with multiple Pro Bowls on his resume.
To throw on 2nd down is Smith. Now they go screen. It's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, but all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because in a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Here's Smith now on 2nd down. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To throw is Smith. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach, and incomplete. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Now Smith. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Richardson. The Redskins go for it, but it doesn't pan out. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory,
but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
We'll see what his offense can do. Now Carr throwing on second down. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Carr now to throw. Cooper's got it. The 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Amari Cooper, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Raiders are back within a score. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. On first down, it's Smith. Crowder's got it over the middle. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and it may be a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Khalil Mack's starting to get a really big-time reputation as a pass rusher, and rightly so. So explosive off the edge getting to the quarterback. But he doesn't neglect his run duties as well. How about that tackle right there?
And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Cliff Averill in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. Here's Tressway now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. Yards. Well done on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, you gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. First down, the run with Lynch. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Carr signaling to his guys, let's go here. Carr to throw on 2nd down. And Nelson's got it here right side. A good pickup there, a 22.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Throwing on first down is Carr. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Back to the ground, Lynch. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. The Raiders on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Carr. It's caught. Nelson. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A fresh set of downs, and they're at the 1. 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye. They'll run for it with Lynch. Lynch fighting, and he lost the football. And the Redskins scoop it. He's at the 50. 30. The 20. 10. 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. 2nd down, goal to go from the 6. They'll run with Marshawn Lynch. And he stopped immediately there. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return, here's a speedy Jamison Crowder. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And here come the Redskins now. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. 2nd down following the incompletion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. And now time will be called here as we've got an injured Redskin down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Fresh set of downs here. Here's Smith. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another 1st down.
It's good to see Josh Dotson back on the field. Only 2 games played as a rookie due to an injury. They need his high-flying ways to spark their offense.
And they expect a lot out of those high-flying ways. 3rd wide receiver taken in last year's draft. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Redskins on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a loose football. And the Raiders pick it up. He's got the lane, and there he goes. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. This one taken from the 7. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down near the 25. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. On 1st and 10, Smith. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Still staying on his feet. Are you serious? 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield. After the catch, when they're running with the ball, they think they're going to win those too.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Gonna give this time to the tailback. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulders square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down. Here's Smith. And the Raiders have got him. Derek Johnson. Coming in hard on the blitz. He gets him down for a loss of 4.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On second down, here's Smith. Out to the left, it's complete to Dodson. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. And now a first down following that long gain. And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Smith now to throw on second down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Smith to throw on third down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on fourth down? Smith now to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Over the middle, complete. That's Bryant. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
A very solid gain of 27. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a first and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now first and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. They try again with Lynch. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Marshawn Lynch, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get.
Touchdown, Washington! A great play there with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Redskins are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Raiders. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Second down here after the incomplete pass. To throw again. Carr. Trying for Cooper again. This time he finds him. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
Throwing his car on third down. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Not something you see a whole lot of, a sack of Derek Carr, and due in large part to a good O-line. Carr was sacked on less than 3% of his dropbacks last year, lowest in the league.
Oakland knew it was important to take care of their quarterback. They picked up Donald Penn, Kelechi Osemele, and Rodney Hudson in recent years, and it's paid off.
Crowder now to return. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Here's Smith looking to throw on 2nd down. And this one completes a read. And he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
And to give this time to the tailback. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Back now at FedEx Field. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on second down. Play action. It's Smith. Caught right side. Davis. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal, and that does give them the lead, but this one is still a long ways from over.
And you love to be able to look up at the scoreboard and see that you're out in front. But then you take one look across the field and see that offense is raring to come back out, and you think, I don't know that field goals are going to be enough to get us home.
The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. Shotgun now for Carr. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Preston Smith from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On 3rd and long, it's Carr. He'll check this down to Lynch, complete. It'll be a gain of 9, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Now a handoff here to his running back, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz,
no chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
His throw incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
Yeah, really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for third down. From the 50, it's Smith. Jordan Reed has it. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Got his man over the middle. This is quick. And he's brought down. 15 yards through the air and a first down. What a throw right there for the first down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
To throw on 2nd down is Smith. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all because you...
And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. Alex Smith with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Bryant with a catch right side. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Carr now on first down. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Cook. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. So this brings up a 2nd and 2. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Trying to lay one up deep. And this is caught by Cooper for a Raider touchdown. Amari Cooper with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. And the lead is down to a field goal now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now they try the right side here. They find some open field here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Smith on first down. He's got his man. This is Jackson. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Throwing now, Smith. Incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. And Smith saw something he didn't like. He's going to take a timeout as he'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. Smith. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Johnson. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back. Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now? They set up the screen to Lynch. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock. Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity. Well, the offense lining up 1st and 10. Back to throw. His throw's going to be incomplete. And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion. Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. He'll look to throw. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. A Raider first down as Carr finds Cooper. He's back to throw. Dancing to his left. Room here to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Carr signaling to his guys, let's go here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure the investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that. So the offense has it 1st and 10. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Back to throw. Finds Roberts left side. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. It's Cooper. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. One receiver to the left is Cooper. Here's Carr. That's caught at the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal. They'll run with Lynch. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Well, partner, still a head-scratcher to me how this one ended, down 3. I just thought, no matter the situation, you're in a spot where you can kick that field goal, go to overtime. Why not do it? And this is where I think the analytics guys are going to continue to get more and more traction in the league. We've talked about different people now saying, I need a game management coach, someone in the booth to take the emotion out of it. Did they lose track of where they were on the clock, right? Did they lose track of where they were on the field?